It is one of the nastiest divorce and custody cases you'll ever see. And a former Mid-South wife says she's more convinced than ever the legal system is out to get her. Does she have a case? I-Team reporter Ernie Freeman reports on how a mother's desperate cries for help are not being heard.
It is the mother of all divorce and custody cases. Former Germantown mother Danielle Malmquist and her now ex-husband and FedEx pilot Shem Malmquist. The last time we saw her, she was being hauled off to jail. She had just been found in contempt of court for calling her ex-husband's bosses at FedEx, something Judge Jerry Stokes specifically told her not to do.
It was for the boys, and I'm ready to keep fighting again. So it hasn't deterred me whatsoever.
In 2007, the judge gave the boy's father the divorce he was seeking, plus custody, and ordered Danielle to pay child support and to pay for supervised visits with the boys. Unable to pay and desperate to change that visitation order, Danielle says she went to the nonprofit Community Legal Center in Memphis for help.
Went over there and found out that they could not help me. They told me that they do not get involved in divorce and custody issues.
But documents obtained by the I-Team shows the Community Legal Center does get involved in divorce and custody issues. Under the terms of a grant paid through the Tennessee Supreme Court, Community Legal Center is supposed to assist parent litigants with child access and visitation issues in Shelby County. The center's director says it does help parents, just not parents in Danielle's situation.
If you're contesting the divorce, we could offer you mediation. But if your spouse is not willing to participate in the mediation process or you can't mediate, then we cannot help.
No mediation meant no help for Danielle from the Community Legal Center. But at a criminal contempt hearing in October, her ex-husband was represented by a court-appointed attorney, despite making about $250,000 a year as a FedEx pilot.
I get multiple calls a day from bill collectors, and I am on the verge trying to hold off filing for bankruptcy.
And he says the cost of the litigation with his ex-wife is drying up his assets. And under the Constitution, any defendant is entitled to an attorney at the criminal contempt hearing if they can't afford one.
He gets to keep his $400,000 house, has 3 vehicles, has the income of over $250,000. That's not what a court-appointed attorney's for.
Danielle says this latest development is more proof the system is trying to keep her from her kids. But she says she's more determined than ever to regain custody of her boys.
I want to see the kids, and I'm hoping that something will break here soon for me to see the children again and be rebonded with them.
Something her ex-husband says could happen now if she just followed the rules.
She makes a conscious choice not to follow those rules. And it's sad, tragic for the children, but the children are doing very well in spite of it.
He says Danielle is only interested in publicity. She says she wants to see her sons, and the publicity highlights how she's being mistreated by the system. In Memphis, Ernie Freeman, Fox 13 News, I-Team.
Now, attorney Linnell Anderson is now representing Danielle free of charge. He is appealing her case and expects that she will eventually regain custody of her children. Although she has had no physical contact with her children since March, she is now communicating with them over the internet with a webcam.